Hey y'all, I am Erica with Instar. I am a garden consultant and homestead expert here to help you better your skills. And today I'm going to show you how to brew your own kombucha. You've likely seen kombucha at the grocery store in bottles that is filled up with sugary fruit juices, may not be organic, and it's incredibly expensive. I'm going to show you how to brew your own. There are two steps in the fermentation process. One where you're brewing the kombucha, and then second when you are adding a fruit juice to it. Now, a common misconception is that, especially when you see those bottles at the grocery, that you should drink a full bottle. But actually, that's still quite a bit of sugar that is very heavy on your digestive system. Instead, try doing a shot every day. Kombucha has been around for thousands of years and date back to ancient China. The benefits are immeasurable, from boosting your immune system, helping with your metabolism, reducing your blood sugar levels. It's also been known as a cancer preventative. Kombucha can help with migraines, headaches, lower your glucose levels, improve eyesight, heal ulcers and reduce kidney stones, heal eczema and reduce yeast infections, detoxify the liver, and boost your energy with enzymes and vitamins. But kombucha in general hosts some of the most millions of beneficial bacteria and probiotics for your gut, cleaning out your system and overall regulating a very healthy body. Here's what you'll need for setup. You're going to want some glass vessel of some sort. Also a heating mat if you keep your home pretty cool. And I know this sounds crazy, but this is just a pantyhose liner. You can also use cheesecloth in order to keep the flies out. You will want a gallon of distilled water. Green tea, black tea, or any caffeinated tea will do. I like to use these reusable tea bags. It is very important that you use organic cane sugar because you are going to be fermenting a very concentrated sweet tea with this bacterium. This is your SCOBY. A SCOBY stands for Symbiotic Culture of Bacterial Yeast. And this is what we're going to be using to ferment the sweet tea. So the very first step is I'm going to be emptying my reservoir. If you're just starting out, you can get a SCOBY from your local kombucha brewing community, or you can order one online. I have been very lazy, and look at the size of this SCOBY. So all I need is just one layer of SCOBY. I'm probably going to use this guy. And then I can cut up this SCOBY to feed to my chickens, or I can even dehydrate it with some fruit juice to make a yummy little fruit roll-up snack. This liquid is going to be used as my starter liquid, but you can also get this liquid with your SCOBY when you order a SCOBY online. I add 6 tablespoons of this loose leaf green tea to my little pouch, and when the water starts boiling, I plop it in. I also keep the tea bag in here with the sugar just so the tea can steep to its max potential. But ideally, you want the tea to steep 7 to 15 minutes. Once your sugar is dissolved, I just like to use a measuring cup to scoop it out and then use this little guy to fill it back in my water. So I only used about half of this water to boil, and now I'm pouring it all back in here because this will help cool it down in order to transfer to my reservoir. All right, so my SCOBYs are out. I'm gonna take my liquid and pour it into my starter liquid And then I'm gonna mix it all up before putting back my SCOBY. And then I'm just taking my SCOBY here, shiny side up, and I'm gonna lay it flat on top. This is what it will look like when it's finished. The SCOBY may not float perfectly, but that's okay. In a few days' time, this will all be risen to the surface. And that's it, y'all. I've got this thing nice and warm with the heat mat on high. Another little blanket to help insulate it because it doesn't fit around my reservoir all the way. And my pantyhose to keep the flies out. Sometimes I'll also use a little homemade fly trap by putting a jar of vinegar next to my kombucha vessel, some saran wrap on top with a little rubber band, poke some holes, and you will catch some flies. Can you see those little guys? I will set a timer on my phone for 7 to 14 days to check the taste of it. You want it sweet, but not too sweet, and you can use pH strips to test the pH. The ideal pH for the second fermentation is 3.0. And that is how you brew homemade kombucha. In our next video, we'll talk about the second fermentation, or adding fruit juice to flavor your kombucha. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to learn all things garden and homestead.